Hey guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway. We are going to do a little bit of vlogging today. Yes, we are bringing back vlogs. The frequency of posting them, uncertain, but they're here. I really enjoy doing them in Vlogmas, and I just want to keep doing them and sprinkling them in. And I want to do them more so when I feel like I have something to share with you guys, which I feel I have that today. So we're here. It's a Friday. I just got done with a bulk of my client calls for the day. I'm a virtual personal trainer and health coach. So pretty much 96% of my job is in this room. And then I do teach 5 live classes at a gym outside of my room, obviously. So Fridays are sessions and admin and just kind of wrapping up the week and making sure I've set myself up to have a fresh, smooth week coming up. So that's what we're doing. I had all my morning sessions, so we're good there. And I usually don't put on makeup or really get ready for those because they're so early that I just I can't. Like a better person would probably wake up a little bit earlier and get ready for them. But you know what? My clients are just rolling out of bed. I'm rolling out of bed. It just feels appropriate to be waking up with them. But here's what we are going to do today. We're going to do makeup together using the products pulled from the makeup basket that was Real Housewives themed. So I love that for us. I'm so excited to use those with you guys. Just so you know, it's about 9:36 a.m. And then later today, probably, I'm not really sure what time. It'll just kind of depend on how my day ends up flowing. But I know you guys like when I talk about meal prep and fridge clean out and grocery shopping and all of that. And I do a lot of that on my fitness and health Instagram. But I am going to do something that is not new. I just haven't done it in a while. But I'm basically, instead of going to the grocery store this week, I'm going to shop my freezer and fridge and create a meal plan from that. And hopefully I don't have to go to the grocery store. I guess we'll kind of see where it all leads to after we make the list. But I want to share with you guys kind of what my fridge and freezer are looking like and, you know, just how to navigate creating a list of food lists from that. It's not my idea. I learned about it from Jordan Page. So I'm doing a version of what she does. I don't bulk shop food as much as she does. I don't have a pantry as big as hers, so mine's gonna look different than hers, but the idea came from her. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So if that sounds like something you'd like to watch and be a part of, then let's just keep watching. Here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna sit here and create my to-do list. I have all my planners and stuff here on my lap, and we are going to just create a to-do list so that I feel good about how much time I have to give to doing makeup and when I can film the little grocery thing. Also, I have these stickers that I've had forever. They're just the typical star stickers, but I thought we would put these on my project pan, the 20 and 21 items, because I am mixing them up with so many other items. I think I'm gonna forget really easily which products are which. So I have those. I found them. I've been organizing my life here recently, and I found them. So we will use those. I don't know about you guys, but do you have a brain dump journal? I don't know what you want to call it, but every single day of my life, I get in here and I write what I need to do. If I have any ideas that are festering in my mind, I'll write them down. If I read something or anything, I'll take notes about what I read or take away nuggets of information that I want to apply. So I live by this thing. This one in particular has been going strong since 5/22/2020. So she's been riding here for 8 months or so. But yeah, I think it's really funny to go back through the weeks and see how my brain changes. Sometimes I was doing work to do, personal to do, writing my feelings out. Sometimes it was just strictly work to do. Sometimes it was just scribbling like mad ideas like a crazy person. And now we're just basically just simple to-do lists. But the one thing that I have started writing on each page is I'll do like, so I'll just write like to-do list or that kind of thing. But on the side, I'll write out weekly goals. So 3 weekly goals I'm trying to focus on. My goal is not to be 100% at them because I know that's not realistic, but my goal is to wake up each day and have the intention of achieving the goals, to have that mindfulness around it. Again, I don't always do it, but I do wake up every morning with that, like, okay, my goal, I'm going to walk 5,000 steps a day. 10,000 is ideal, but working in this room all day, it's hard to get 5,000. So I'm going to try to reach back up to 10,000. So when I started this, I was getting about 2,000 to 3,000 steps most days, and now I've gotten into the routine of every hour or so I'll just walk around the house, and maybe I'll do a quick vacuum, or maybe I'll pick something up and put it in the right room, but I'll just spend 10 minutes like every hour doing that, and that's really been helping me not only get my steps in, but also pick up the house a little bit. So we love that. 60 ounces of water daily. I'm pretty much hitting that every single day. So that's going to be one that I'll start increasing up a little bit. And then I talked to you guys, like when I was in education, I would end every evening with a glass of wine. And I think that's okay. But I'm trying to back off of that because I feel like that was a coping thing that I needed for the stress of my job, to kind of like turn off my brain. But I'm not that stressed anymore. So I don't feel like I need that anymore. Like I still like wine, and my goal is not to give it up, but I don't want that like weekly habit anymore. So I'll set days in here that I'm like, okay, you can't have wine these days. And it's kind of flexible, and I've been kind of navigating how I set that goal because I don't like putting too much pressure on myself. But I do like, I don't know, having goals and having like reaching my ideal self, you know? Then I started gratitude. So I have learned about myself, I don't like doing daily things. I don't like daily journaling. I don't like daily. I know it works for some people, but for me, it feels like another thing I have to do, and I just don't like it. It makes me more stressed than it helps. So if I just do kind of like a running list of gratitude, as I'm thinking about them, I just add them to the list. Like this week, I've written down, I'm grateful for my business. I'm grateful for opportunities that come up in my business and the ability to make decisions of whether I want to pursue them or not. I'm grateful for my husband, Jared. I'm grateful for my therapy sessions. They've been helping me so much. You guys, if you watch Vlogmas, you know I started them in January, and I do them every other week now, and they're just really helping me shift my mindset to be more focused on like having happiness and having things in my life I want, and getting rid of like fear and my actions being driven by fear, insecurities, and allowing myself to be proud of myself as well. I don't really give myself credit for starting a business and then being able to live off that business. Like our family can live off my business. I never celebrate that. I just see like what needs to be done and not like what has been done. So that therapy's helping me with that a lot. And then one thing I started doing is favorites, because I think it's kind of cool how I feel like every week, even though like day to day is the same, I've noticed my like favorites or the things I'm doing changes a lot. So I thought it would be kind of fun to document it. So sometimes they stay the same week to week, but I started doing this two weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, Real Housewives New Jersey, obvi. And then there's this game on my phone, or it's an app you can get called Match 3D. There are so many ads on it, so if you know that's gonna annoy you, don't. I've come to accept them. But you basically have like this room of junk, and you have to match things to clear the room out. I really enjoy that game. Then the following week, Real Housewives Match 3D. And then Holly Madison has a YouTube channel, which is so good. It's very like old school YouTube, but it inspired me to listen to her book, Down the Rabbit Hole, and I absolutely loved it. I thought that was really good. I actually listened to that for a couple weeks, but last week was the first week that I had written about it, and then I just finished it this week. And I started listening to Andy Cohen's second book. I didn't listen to the first one. I didn't know there was a first one until I started the second one, but it's basically like diary entries. So it's kind of like, at first, not like storytelling, which you're kind of used to from a book. So at first I didn't know if I'd like it, but now I'm like, tell me more, Andy. I'm invested. So I finished Holly's book, Andy Cohen's audio book. You can get the Libby app, Libby. Sync it to your library card, and then you can get all these for free. And then we're still in Real Housewives New Jersey. I'm almost caught up, which is heartbreaking. I know the new season's coming out, but I'm almost caught up to that. So, yeah, I just thought I would share. Do you have a brain dump journal? And then I have a standard planner. This just kind of keeps my life on track. I have a virtual planner for my business, but this is just kind of like everything else. And then another thing I found is I print off to-do lists for the week, and typically they stay the same, and then I can use a dry erase marker and mark things off, and this has really helped me stay on track as well. So we're going to just plan out a little bit, and then we'll go do our makeup together. Hopefully that was entertaining. I like talking about organization and goals, and I guess that's my job, so of course I love it, but yeah. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, it's about an hour later, about 10:30, and we are gonna do makeup. I did like an Instagram post and edited the weekly makeup basket, so we're in a good place. We're gonna do makeup, probably eat lunch, and then keep working through the to-do list. I just edited with the new mic, and it seems like it's pretty good. It seems like it does a good job of like balancing the sound out. Might be like a little bit quieter than without, but we can always adjust that. Makeup we are using is from our weekly makeup basket themed Real Housewives of New Jersey. I really appreciate that you guys like that theme, even if you don't watch the show. So it was a lot of fun. I honestly don't remember exactly who I pick the makeup for. I kind of have an idea, but if I say it wrong than how I said in that video, I'm sorry. I was like in the moment, I was excited, and I didn't like make notes, so we're going off memory, so it could be a little bit incorrect. Alright, so I have a little bit of lip balm from Aquaphor, so we're gonna put this on to moisturize the lips. Not picked in the video, but it's just something that I have here that's almost out. So the first thing, we're gonna go in with primer, and we hit this VDL Lumi Layer Primer. I believe we said this for Kathy because she's like the basis of drama. I was actually surprised that a lot of you guys don't watch Real Housewives or haven't seen the New Jersey one. But it's fun. I mean, oh wow, that went everywhere. Okay, great. If you like drama and kind of like just, I don't know, TV that doesn't make you think, it's fun. Like, all they do is get mad at each other. So some seasons, some of them, because you know they have them in different areas, are, some fight more than others. And some of them are harder to watch because of all the fighting. Like, they just, like, can't have any sort of conversation or anything. Like, at least with New Jersey, there's, like, a plot line. So when they start going off, you're, like, invested. You're like, that's right, it's about time someone said something. You know, instead of, like, confused at, like, what they're going off about this time, you know? So, yeah, I appreciate it. We actually have an empty here. Is this the first makeup empty of the year? We have our first makeup empty of the year. I have like a little sample MAC setting spray that I've used, but like makeup. Look at us. Wow. Okay, great. All right, for foundation, we're going in Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiant Perfecting Foundation, and this is 1 in 2 Vanilla. I have a love-hate relationship with this product. I think it's, when it goes on, it's kind of like sheer, and I feel like it moves around a lot. But as you layer on the rest of your makeup, it is nice, and it does like sit well under everything, and I feel like it does play well with other products. It's just not like one that you immediately put on and you're like, wow, my skin looks flawless. You're just kind of like, okay, she's doing something. Alright, I have tried like putting it on with a brush and pressing it in with my sponge. I'm not one to really put foundation on with my hands, but maybe that would be like a better thing for it because it's such a light formula. but it just kind of like moves so much that I think that's why it's like kind of hard to apply. So that's what it looks like. Looks a little bit, I feel like it looks lighter on camera in the viewfinder than it does like in real life. I feel like in real life it's more of a better match, but it all comes together in the end. So we got primer done, we got foundation done. For concealer, we had picked the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Beige. Classic concealer. Just cover up the imperfections. I want to do another theme. And I don't know if I should do it in the middle of our neglected makeup little series or if we should wait till it's done. But I have ideas. And you guys let me know in the comments that you have ideas as well and you enjoyed the idea of a themed. But let me know in the comments what ideas you have for me. They could be TV shows, YouTubers, or, you know, I'm pretty open to whatever you have to tell me. And we're just going to use that, run the concealer up on the lids and use that for primer. Since I'm not going anywhere today, this is just kind of for me to feel cute and to show you guys me using the makeup. So we don't really need a lot of long wear out of this. We just basically need it to look nice for us. Alright, so the next step now that we have our base on is to set everything. So I am going to go in with one of my favorites, the Too Faced. This is the Born This Way Translucent Ethereal Powder. One that I talk about a lot on my channel, and I know a lot of you guys really enjoy it as well. And I appreciate that there's like a flip up lid and there's like a heart. This is so cute. Okay. So I'm just going to tap a little bit in the lid. And I have to grab my brushes. Morty is sitting under me, so hopefully, okay, he's good. I like vlog style videos, especially Get Ready With Me's, because I feel like they're a little bit more laid back, and I don't feel like I have to be like this professional, even though I'm not. But sometimes I feel like I need to be, and I'm not one, and then it puts pressure on me. So this takes that pressure off. I saw Casey Holmes. She posted on her main channel for the first time in a while, self-care and Get Ready With Me, and it was kind of a casual video, and she's like, it seems like this is what people like. I'm like, yeah, it is. Thank you. Like, if I want a professional grade video of everyone looking perfect, I'm gonna go to Hulu or Real Housewives or Netflix. Like, I'm not gonna go to YouTube. We're gonna take a fluffier brush with that same powder and set everything. I feel like YouTube is more of like just cool, like seeing what people are like, seeing what people do, see what people recommend. I was really turned off to that era of highly produced videos, and I'm glad that it's kind of stepping away from that for the most part. At least in the beauty community, in the vlogging community. Obviously there's still other communities of YouTube that have very high professional videos, but I like the more like vlogs. I like getting to know people. Like I like ideas. Like Jessica Braun, like everything in my life is because of her recommendations. But I like that. I just think that's kind of like the fun of it. But whatever. I think everyone likes different things though, so it's good that we have the variety. But I do like seeing the shift back to like kind of old school YouTube. It makes me very, very happy. Okay, so we are going to go in with bronzers. We picked the classic butter bronzer from Physicians Formula and Bronzer. I saw that they have like a bunch of new products out. I'm going to use this super fluffy brush for my bronzer today. You guys know I'm on a no buy, so I haven't been watching a lot of makeup videos. I basically stay away from them, especially if I feel in a mood, like I feel like shopping. If I'm in one of those moods, I really can't watch it. I kind of have to be in a pretty neutral mood, like kind of like, yeah, let me just see what they're talking about, if that makes sense. And then I'll just put things in my little wish list on my notes app on my phone. That's kind of how it helps me stay controlled. So I haven't watched any reviews about that Physicians Formula because I saw Jessica posted it. But it's kind of cool. I think I might end up watching the reviews and see if something makes it to my wish list. But it's kind of fun seeing what's out there. Okay. Just kind of like a bronze tour, as that once was called. Bronze tour. My lips look crazy. Okay, I took the concealer off of my lips. So next we're going to go in with highlighter. I have the classic Amrezy highlighter. I really enjoy this one. Just such a classic. It's kind of crazy to me how makeup companies like discontinue such good products. Like speaking of Physicians Formula, you know, they had that healthy foundation that everyone liked, and then they like got rid of it, and they have something else that I'm assuming is like similar, or it's like replacement or something. But I'm like, were the numbers not as good as we think they were, or like how does that work? I don't know. All right, and then for blush, we're gonna go with my scary one, Buxom Wanderlust. This one is in Mykonos. You have to be super, super, super light-handed with these, or they will wreck your day. Okay, that's dramatic for a blush, but I like to take like a fluffier brush, kind of tap in it, tap off, and then very lightly touch. And then you can see what's happening. Yep. Same thing, other side, tap. Y'all, I have to share this. It's kind of sad, but I watch a lot of like Costco hauls and grocery hauls. Those are like some of my favorite videos to watch. So I find a lot of very random channels just through searching for those types of things, those types of videos. And they usually land on channels that I don't particularly love all of their content except for their hauls, but I'll subscribe just so I know when like their hauls are coming up. Just kind of blending everything out. This one family I watched, like Crystal's family, or Crystal, I forget her name. Her husband passed away suddenly, and he's like a main staple in these hauls. So obviously I don't know her or her husband, but I feel like I lost someone too. Like I hurt so bad for her. I can't imagine that a loss in general is hard, especially when it's your significant other or close family member or a close friend. And I just, like, I don't even know them, and I'm hurting for them. I'm just like, but he was just last week. Like, I don't know. She's been posting about it on her community tab, and it's just really sad, and they have daughters and stuff. But I found out about it last night. I knew he had gotten sick suddenly, or was in the hospital suddenly. We're going to go in with the Naked Heat palette. I like going in with these three colors. This one, and this one. So I kind of build them up. I start with Sauce. So I found out about it last night, and I like dreamt about it all night. It was like so weird. It's like my brain was trying to process that. I don't know. Have you guys had a YouTuber that you watch pass away? It's kind of like a crazy thing. I don't know. But I just had to share that. Sorry, it was sad. Sorry, that was a downer. But it's real. It happened. I'm hurting for them. Alright, so I kind of just blow that up all the way. And then I'll start layering in Heat Devil. That second one I showed you. Kind of keeping that more so in the crease and down to the lid. Like taking that one on the lid. Alright, then we're going to take in Fuego and just kind of keep it more so on the outside, but with the same brush, just kind of wiggle it in there. And then we have some glitters that we pulled, and I think this one would be great. It's ColourPop. This is ColourPop Take Me There. I just think that would be such a pretty color on the lid. Yeah, let's go in with like a dab of concealer, the Tarte concealer. And I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand so we don't pick up too much. And I'm going to put that just where I want the glitter, kind of in the center. And then let's take the glitter, pack it on. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing. Just kind of pack it on with that brush. I am going to take our powder brush and just kind of, not actually a lot did not fall out. It kind of just stayed in place. We love that. So I want to take the brush with what's left on it, kind of run that under my eyes. And then I'm going to take another fluffy brush, but without product. And we're just going to kind of go around the edges. Then I like to go in with the color Ounce, which is this color. It's kind of like a matte. Actually, it does have a little shimmer to it. It's just a light color. I like to take our brush that we took and just one more time, without adding any more product, just run it in the crease just to blow it back out just a little bit. So those are the eyes. I'm going to speed through, but we will put on mascara, brows, and brow gel. So we have the chocolate brownie in the Gimme Brow for brows, and then we have the Maybelline Bambi mascara. I like what we are doing here. I like what we are achieving. I'm kind of washed out because of the light, so I'll show you guys what I look like with the lights off. With the Buxom, this is the Spiked Apple Cider. This was one of their fall lines, but this formula is always available, just maybe not this particular color, but it's actually kind of similar to other ones they have. I did use the brighter lipstick in my 20 and 21 Project Pan video, so if you want to see like this more brighter color in action, you can watch that video. This is Maybelline 100 Magenta Affair. I always struggle saying that word, but Magenta Affair. Magenta. There it is. Alright, so we are done with the makeup. We just need a setting spray, and I think it looks so pretty. So, what should we use? I've been getting back into the Wet n Wild sprays. I was obsessed with these a couple years ago, but I was trying to like focus in on finishing up a lot of stuff, so I, navigated away. But now that I'm down to like just a few setting sprays, it's fun to just go through and use them all. So, here we go. Alright guys, we've made it to the later part of the day. We have about 30 minutes, and then I have to jump on my last hour of calls. I got drawn into working on taxes, and I just like sometimes when I get started on something, like I just can't stop. So now my mind is like frazzled and I'm like tired, and I still want to get this done. So we're going to do it. So basically I've been doing weekly grocery shopping around like Thursdays usually. And we've kind of cut back our monthly Costco hauls. The last one we did, I just did on Instagram stories because we didn't get that much. And I think we'll probably go like maybe next weekend. That might be the trip for next week. So I've been replacing the Costco hauls with the weekly shopping. So does that make sense? So I'm going to try to skip this week and then next week go to Costco. And that will be like my weekly groceries. So I think we have so much food though. Like my mind is like, are words happening? Are we talking? What? Am I making sense? We have so much food in the freezer, which is what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to try to see if we can make enough meals to get until like Thursday, and then we'll be smooth sailing. So that's really just a few days of meals that will get us through like a week of not having to grocery shop. What I ended up doing was in my bank account creating another like account within it, so I could get a debit card, and it's my grocery account. And what I'm doing is trying to save money in that account, so when we go to Costco we can always use that, or every weekly grocery trip we can use that. And so I just move our weekly budget into that debit account, and I just started it, so there's not a lot of money in there. And so that's kind of what's driven me skipping a week, because I spend about $80 to $100 a week on groceries, and that's for 2 people. I think that this will give us an extra $80 to $100 that we can use at Costco, and just kind of save money where we can, find opportunities to save money. So I'm going to show you our freezer, fridge, and probably the deep freezer as well. Also, we updated our coffee bar, which I haven't shown you guys since Vlogmas, so let's just do a little tour. Okay, a couple of things have changed since Vlogmas, if you guys were watching then. So the cabinet's the same, the sign up top's the same, the sign down below, and the 2 coffee makers are the same. But I added this for Keurigs. These are from the fall. I should probably just get rid of them by now. But this is a fruit basket that I thought we would try out for Keurigs. And then we got this mug rack from Amazon, and I think it looks so nice in this area, and it's a way to see all of our mugs, also gauge when it's time to get rid of some and when to stop buying. But it has helped me rotate through them a little bit more, because before they were all kind of like just stacked up in this cabinet, and it was hard to grab them out. So that's the coffee bar. Really like how it's looking, and I love using it every single day. Okay, so this is our freezer. She's packed. Y'all, if your freezer looks like this, it might be time to explore what's in there. So there at times is organization in here. Like there was like just bagels and bread type things, but then other things get thrown in. This was meats, but now there's a pizza in there that'll get eaten tonight. This was veggies, and I think it's mostly veggies. Then down here is just everything. We have some like meats in here, meats, a couple cheeses, and ice cream bars. That is what's in here. So I think what I want to do is basically like pull everything out and just see what's really in here. Y'all, let's anti-haul. Ooh. Okay, what do we have here? We have some leftover real good pizzas. They're like pepperoni pizza. We have some frozen green beans, frozen Brussels sprouts, frozen broccoli, lots of frozen broccoli. We have some fruit packs that you can make smoothies. We also have some frozen bananas, more broccoli, more frozen bananas, bagel, and here are an assortment of meats. Then we have some french fries and some waffles. So I'm thinking we can make a couple of meals here. I think that we could use the waffles one day to maybe, I have a few berries left. Bananas, maybe like Monday we could do waffles for breakfast, Monday and maybe Tuesday. So we're gonna set those out. I have some chicken sausage in the basement I can grab to add to the breakfast, so there's more protein. So we have that. I'm going to do 2 of these. So 1 of these will make 2 smoothies for me. So I'll use half the bag, add the bananas, and then I have some protein powder I can add. So these will be a nice snack to have for the week. I really love Brussels sprouts. So this for lunch, I think this will probably get me 2 or 3 lunches. And I think if we have these frozen chicken patties from Costco, actually. So I think if we make a chicken patty, Brussels sprout, and then add a little carb to it with our tater rounds. These are just like Kroger. That would be a really good lunch. And honestly, that would probably get me lunch Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So then Thursday, I could do just like a turkey sandwich. I have that already in the fridge. So we have breakfast, we have lunch, and then for dinner, so for dinners, this one, obviously requires Jared's assistance. So some of this might change, but I have some wraps in the fridge. And I also have some leftover taco shells because we did tacos this week. I think it would be really good to thaw this out and maybe use some cheese. We have some shredded cheese and black beans and make a taco for the week. And then we will... man down! Then I feel like we need to add some sort of green to it. What goes well with tacos? I mean, obviously avocados, but we don't have any of those for the week. I think what we'll do is... I had a lot of broccoli this week. So I'm kind of good on broccoli. So I think we'll just pull the green beans and have that just be like a green, just to add some veggies in so that each meal is well-rounded. So that was pretty easy, right? So I'm going to put this stuff back. I'm going to write down what we just discussed, and then we'll go down to the basement. I'll show you guys an after. Obviously, it's just as full because the same food that went out went back in. But it's a little bit more organized, and the food that we're going to pull is in the front. So it's going to be easy to grab as I go and prepare it and not have to dig through the freezer every time trying to look for what we have. Also, I'm going to keep, well, let me show you. Made a list of the meals, so breakfast, waffles plus fruit, breakfast sandwiches, lunch, chicken patty, Brussels sprouts, and tater rounds. Dinner, chicken wraps or tacos with black beans, cheese, and the green beans on the side. Snack, we have smoothie and the pizza rounds. So I'm going to keep this out in my kitchen all week so I remember exactly what we are going to pull. Deep freezer. Oh, shoot. I forgot we had these. These are egg winch. They're like egg breakfast sandwich. So there's no bread. It's 2 eggs, meat, and cheese. So I'll pull these to have as a quick breakfast option as well. Actually forgot we had those. We just have some corn on the cob. I think we're okay on that. We have some chicken breast, which I had chicken breast this week, so I kind of don't really want any more. I know it's hard to see in here. Oh, shoot, we have salami. Ooh, let's pull the salami. I forgot about that as well. And some bread. Oh, here's the chicken sausage that I talked about. This is the apple and Gouda chicken sausage. I think I actually might skip it this week since I found those breakfast sandwiches, and I forgot I have some turkey bacon in the fridge that I made yesterday, so that's gonna still be. So guys, that was perfect timing. It's 4:25 and my call is at 4:30. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I guess we're back. We're vlogging. We talked about goals. We did makeup together. We talked Jersey Shore, and we anti-grocery hauled. So hopefully you're taking away something helpful, useful, maybe you feel a little bit inspired, please subscribe if you're new. The vlogs will be random, so subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know when they come. You know when they come? Yeah, my brain is fried. Okay, I'm gonna do these calls and chill. I hope you guys are well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!